Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to The Long Dark and our continued adventures in this game as we continue to kind of play a few things through. So we recently finished up a couple of things. We recently finished up a decently long interloper, and we're not going to continue that interloper because of the fact that that save file has been corrupted due to the problem. I'm not going to say it's corrupted. I'm just saying due to the bug of where the corpses are dying, or corpses are being despawned when they shouldn't, so we're losing a few things on that end of it, and going on further with that one is going to be kind of a pain in the tail. So we're going to start a new one. We also recently completed a personal challenge, or at least completed a little bit more of a personal challenge, where we find flags in the world on a fairly short stalker run. It's just a kind of a fun thing to go do, and it kind of gets you a little bit of the idea as far as map knowledge, learning how to find certain things in the area. So what we're going to do is, I haven't done something yet in-game that is available to those of us that are crazy. And I know it's kind of dumb. I've owned this game for quite a long time. We've got a decent amount of hours in it. And I've yet to do one challenge, or should say Steam achievement, which is called Faithful Cartographer. That requires us to map all of the named locations in the game currently. And because I've waited so stinking long, that means I get to do everything except Blackrock. Blackrock has not been added. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the usual thing. We're going to start the new game of always. So we're going to do an interloper. We're going to do our normal thing because we're going to do it in interloper. We're going to do our favorite friend, Astrid. Astrid will take us through this as always. We're going to do Snowwalker. We're going to do Cold Fusion because of those are the two things that I always take. They're the best two things for long run interloper period, so it's always worth taking those if you have them, and highly suggest working on all of these. Now, if you notice, I do have one here that we haven't done. I don't think I'm ever going to do this. I have no interest in doing this because I never use snares. And we're going to go call this Cartographer. Will it do it? Accept? Cool. All right, let's see what happens. It's not the strongest species that survives, nor is it the most intelligent that survives. It's the one that is most adaptable to change. Oh, hey, cool. This is Hush River. Okay, cool. I think we can make work with Hush River. Let's see what we can do here. Get some rocks. Hush. How dead are we? Okay, I am going to go down here real quick. We're going to get just a little bit of tinder. I think we're going to take this one. I think we're going to take it for right now. I do want to try to have one of these things I've always said several times, that Hush River is an excellent place to spawn, but we have a problem right now as we need to get to certain areas fairly quickly. We're going to get us a couple of cattail stalks, and then we're going to head to a spot that we should be able to get somewhat safe in. But we're going to have to go two places fairly quickly before we run out of our eyeball, which means we're going to have to not run or attempt to climb too many ropes right off the bat. So that'll be a couple of cattail heads. And I want to go up and around the corner over here and head for the cave in the middle of the zone and see if we get a coat right off. And then we're going to jump down and go get our matches, hopefully. So this will be fine because this is a perfect place to kind of start doing cartographer. This area is one of those things that there's a lot of named areas, plus it's a humongous zone, and it's a good place to just get out of the way right off the bat. So as long as we don't have a wolf between here and where we need to go, I'm gonna just leave everything kind of sit. We're in desperate. Well, I should say we're in desperate. I want to get up on top of this hill because the first chance for a snow shelter is right up here. And snow shelters sometimes have tools at them. When I mean tools, I mean like a small amount of food, maybe some clothing, and a pot. And a pot in this zone is amazing. We are going to collect all of these as always because we're going to spend a lot of time probably being outside, and we're going to have to make use of the warmth bonus that comes with hot teas. But with any luck, if I am very careful and lucky, we're not going to get it here. Great. This is one of the spots where a shelter will spawn. So what we need to do, oh, and it's even my favorite one. Amazing. If we have to, we can get up there tonight. If we have to, we can get up there tonight. There's a deer here. I'm not even going to worry about collecting feathers. I'm not going to do any of that kind of stuff. We're going to just carefully walk slowly over this direction. Now, I may have to do a little bit of a trick. Until we can get fire, I may have to do a little bit of a trick, which is I'm going to have to push rabbits into wolves so that they'll take care of the problem, or at least the threat for the minute. I'm hoping again, I'm going to kind of try to work through some of these fairly quickly, but I'm hoping that
I've never felt so cold.
we can get into something pretty quickly. I don't want to take too many of these right now. We'll come back for all of this stuff. I just want to make sure we have like 6 or 7 tinder plugs when it comes time to start a fire, because that first fire in Interloper is always a wholly terrible pain in the tail. And we're going to need to be careful. You guys go that way in case Senior Wolf is right there. I think maybe. I don't know. All right, first cave is this one. Let's see if we get a coat. We do not get a coat. That sucks. Sometimes there's a coat that spawns right here. No? Okay, we're at least warm in the back of the cave for the moment. So I'm going to grab all this coal. And we're going to come back here for a second. We're going to evaluate what we have as far as stuff. So we have a few of these. We have a few of these. I don't want to waste any of our stamina bar, and I don't want to waste any of our time. So I just want to take a quick look. She has mediocre stuff. We at least have the tennis shoes. That's cool. I'd rather have the tennis shoes over the dress shoes any day of the week, just because they don't cause any of our stamina to go down. Oh, okay. So I know it looks kind of sad. It looks kind of crazy. This is going to be the fun thing. We're going to be hurting for a little bit, and as long as we don't have an Aurora pop up, we should be okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to head for the cave with the matches. There. Spent enough time in her hypothermia risk. Healed. Hilarious. We're going to skirt the edge back here.
It's so cold.
And I'm going to try to shove a rabbit that direction, because there is a wolf spawn that happens right here. If I'm lucky. Well, maybe. Come on, wind. Please. I have to walk all of this because I have to climb at least one rope tonight. So we can't run. This is where I think the wind mechanic in this game is a little insane. It's slowing us down by like half. Okay, well, there's a deer down here. That might mean the wolves aren't out then. So we're going to skirt the edge, and we're going to go down over here by a log that will let us get down onto the river. Your goal, basically, when you first start in on Hush Rivers, you need to get down to this. If you start up there where we did, I mean, I could have pushed my way through this wolf that usually spawns down here, but there's always a good chance for a coat in that cave. Wow, the wind is really slowing us down. This is ridiculous. It's okay. We'll live. We'll live. Little nervous right now. Little nervous I can pull this off and still have enough daylight to be able to get to where we need to go. What is that laying on the ground right there? Did we get it? We got it. All right, we got this one. Good deal. Cool. There's not going to be a match here generally, but there will be some firewood. There will be a backpack. There should be some stuff here we can use. Thank you. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. That means we have a tool to cut up animals, and we have a cooking pot. And if we need to, I don't know how good this is going to be. Probably not warm enough. Now, I don't want to spend the night in this thing, but if we have to, we can. We're going to go down off the edge over here. I'm just going to kind of sit in here and wait for, well, I don't think that's going to go down anytime soon, but we're going to kind of mitigate this just a little bit. We can sleep in this if we need to, but we need to get down onto the river and get our matches as quickly as we can, and then we need to get into that cave headed up towards the signal fire that is over there. So that's where we're going to go. I'm just going to kind of sit in here. That piece of meat can sit right there. I'm not touching it because, well, I mean, we could actually eat some of it. Let's just eat as much as we can. Can I get all of it? Excellent. Okay, well, thank you. That's beautiful. All right, so we've got that. That's here for us if we need it. It will be gone in like 3 or 4 days, so we need to kind of pay attention to that. We're going to go down the hill over here, down this, and we're going to go get our matches.
It's a goddamn freezing.
I know. Did we got some sticks? Hey, I'll take your feather for the minute. Cool. I saw the other one. Where was it? Right there. Gimme. Now, there may be coal down here on the river. It doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we're going to pop into this cave right here. And since we know we're cloud top, since there's a good chance, there is a very, very, very good chance that the direction we're going to go with this at this point is going to end up being where we need it to be. So we're going to pick a couple of more cattails, because we're going to go try and start a fire here just shortly. And maybe make us a warm tea or two. Once we have fire, we're okay. Oh, crap. I heard it. Well, I guess we're going to continue to play on. All right, what are we going to get? We're going to get a candy bar. We're going to get a cotton toque. We're going to get our first set of guaranteed matches. I think there are several places in this zone where you're going to get matches as far as being guaranteed. We're going to pick this up. And since we're in playing Cartographer, we're not going to get anything on that one. Beautiful. All right. Okay, it's just music. For a minute there, I thought we had an aurora come up. All right, let's find the spot.
Oh, so cold.
And see how many matches we're going to burn trying to get that first fire lit. Everybody pray for one. Nope, never happens. We have to get a fire lit. The only way we can make it through tonight is get a fire. The only way.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Okay, I can deal with 2 matches. Thank you.
Perfect.
Go. Go. Yeah, we did get an aurora. Wonderful. All right, well, this is the beauty of that. We got us a pot, so that means we can cook a very quick thing in about 23 minutes. We're going to go ahead and make some water, get a little bit of that going, crush up some of these teas because we're going to need them. Yes, and that'll let us warm up and hopefully get rid of some of the hypothermia risk. We're fine as long as we can get to where we need to go. So that's going to be almost done. Beautiful. Cook a tea, please. Cook the other one. We're going to need that. We're also going to need every little bit of that that's going to have torches. That's not fantastic. Like I'm not humongously happy about what we're going to have to do, but we're going to be okay. The whole goal today is we're just going to try to get to a sustainable spot to stop, which means I hope to have the bedroll. And I'm hoping our luck is that it's up the ice cave we have to go up to the signal fire. Go ahead, make a little bit more water, just as short as you can get it. It won't take long. She's warm now. We're good. And I guess I probably should be doing this, huh? Go ahead and mash up the rest of these teas. As always, the start is always a little bit nerve-wracking. especially when we're this kind of spooky. And I really didn't want to have an aurora day one, but hey, we'll live. Make another tea since we have the time. Pick it up. All right, so we've got 38 minutes on that fire. We're going to pick up our can. We're going to go this. Get it hot. Take all of the torches off of that fire we can stand. And we're going to hope. I'm going to add some more fuel. Yeah, give it a couple of more sticks. Take another torch or two if we can. I'm not going to drink this tea yet. They're hot, yes, but I'm not going to. Well, we'll drink that one. I was going to say they're not going to. Just go ahead and drink one. Get that warm-up benefit. And go. So we should be relatively safe down here. For now. So for those of you that don't know, this is one of those things that I do know fairly well. When you end up with the signal fire on that side of the valley, not the one that's going to be up here, you want to come down here to the to this general area, to the hushed river, and then go into an ice cave that is down here. Now, we probably should be headed right straight back to the cave behind the waterfalls. So what we're going to do is, I know that fire didn't burn long enough to leave us much charcoal either, so we're not going to have to worry about it. But we're going to have to start prioritizing that as well. I want to start trying to be able to. I'm going to have to get my head in gear because I'm actually going to have something to do with this, something to do on this run. But we're going to walk down to the end here. And we're going to see how much of this area we could actually survey, I guess. I don't know if there, I think we can get to everything we need to get to. That torch is not very good either. Go, 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 go. Don't throw things so far. All right, where are you? You're right here. Give me all these. And we're going to go into this ice cave right here. And see if we can't get to the top over there. All right, then. Drink a coffee. And let's see what we can't do. Again, we're going to have to be kind of slow because we don't know where we're going to get our bedroll at. So I'm going to go ahead and search everything in here. The little rabbit is here. That's wonderful. Get me my new torch. We're going to end up having to make another fire fairly shortly. That guy's in here. We're going to have to keep our ears open for Senior Wolf. I think this is the cave that has the wolf in it. Don't need your stones at the moment. I don't remember exactly how this one works either. This is my favorite one to get when the fire is up there. This is my favorite one to get. If I recall correctly, I think it's all rights to get to it, but I would really like the bedroll to show up because it will spawn in this cave. Yeah, so like that should have taken us all the way to the top now. So I think it's all rights. I think it's all rights. Yeah, so that puts us up here, and then that's what I thought. Use. So for those of you that don't know where we are right now, there is the cave that we walked into is like right down there. Kind of hard to tell. Now this cave is going to take, that's where I always get lost. So this is when we come in at. Again, hoping very much. I'm a little lost once again. These things always get me lost. That's why I always kind of tend to just turn right in them as we go. So we came out to this point. We're going to get all our nice little things here. And then we're going to go back in and just keep going. Oh, coal. Thank you. We'll take. Goodbye. All right, cool. Just keep walking. They are kind of pretty when it's All right, so likely it's not here then. So we'll have to go up top. There's two places it can be in these caves, or at least this one. It can be right where we just were and up the rope. And we're going to have to go make another fire soon. Ah! 2 hacksaws? 2 hacksaws. Beautiful. Next patch of matches. Generally, there's going to be a pack of matches where you find your bedroll. Yay. This is, again, why I love this zone. And we'll get our Survivor Outdoors Outdoor Book plus a book, so the next fire we start is going to be a lot easier to start. So, since we need a fire, and since everything's going, take your charcoal. Remember, you need to take your charcoal. I'm not going to waste a book on it just yet. Let's see if a stick will start. We have time. We've got plenty of an eyeball, so my intention now is to continue to work through the cave now that we have our bedroll. That's fantastic. We're going to go to the signal fire. Lovely. Go ahead, add a piece of that to it. That's fine. And we're going to stock up on our torches. Hopefully get a few good torches here. That's a good one. I can't wait for fires to burn faster. Awesome. Okay, cool. So keep your eyeballs on the ground. We're going to be picking up coal as we go. We're good. I'm happy. I got my bedroll. It was in good shape. We got 2 hacksaws, which is amazing. That also means we can start collecting parts, pieces for bows and arrows. And that means we can also harvest any of the corpses that we see laying around. Make sure you pick all the sticks up. I think I want to go just this direction very quickly. This is going to be one of those times we're going to take a left before we take a right, because that brought us back to right there with the sticks, and I'm going to pick you up. And I guess that's a stick for now. Let's go. And then we'll cut this guy up and leave him. Don't get lost. Yeah, I want that big open chasm of a room here. We're going to end up going through all of these because there should be some good stuff in every single one of these caves. Should, theoretically, hopefully. That's a rock. That's a piece of coal. Oh, and this should be the big room. And if the dead guy in it even. Okay, was he going to have anything for us? He's going to have a nice brand new, well, not quite a brand new torch. That's still functional. Nothing. Nothing. Now, we do want to hit the other one up. Again, we're going to look around. There should be some coal back here. Thank you. Cool. Should cut these up, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to climb the rope and get out of here. Cool. Now, the other location for that bedroll, I think, is going to be right here, right in this little cove. They all kind of look the same, so thank you. So no matter what you do when you spawn in on any of the, and I mean any of the any of the come on brain, any of the levels, any of the loot tables. That's the name I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. If any of the loot tables you spawn in on, you're going to get a bedroll in one of these caves in this, all 4 of them. So we do have everything on we need to have. No, we didn't put our hat on. That's beautiful, smart, wonderful. Probably we'll end up tearing up one of those eventually. And we have plenty of stuff here. We got lots of sticks. I am going to I'm gonna take this rabbit and leave it right here because I don't want to be stinky with it. How bad is it? 85. We'll go on. And see if our friend is here. This is where I get a little spooky with some of this because there's a wolf that'll spawn right down here. I would really like to make it to the signal fire, but I also want to go right up on top here. So we don't have to worry about it now. We're going to sleep wherever we end up tonight. Let's run up this hill. Oh my. I'm sorry. Light the torch. Pray for no wind. That is usually one thing about the... That was weird. It just shut off. Okay, whatever. There's usually going to be some stuff up here. There's usually going to be some stuff up here. Sometimes there will be a corpse here. Sometimes there will be... That's not what I wanted to see. That means it's going to start blowing. What time is it? I think we could probably get a full night's sleep out of this if we tried hard enough. Well, before we get our torch blown out because a blizzard comes up, let's do this. Let's see if we can pick all these before the blizzard comes up and start acting like we're going to live with this character. Because all we got to do is get through the night, and then we're going to go to the signal fire in the morning, which is up that direction. But I don't trust that wolf, and I do want to kind of check a couple of things. This may be a little bit of a longer episode again. These are all going to be kind of hopefully about the same as we have been doing, but we're going to go ahead and collect as much as we can. I don't want to make a fire inside, but we're going to go ahead and make a fire inside because this doesn't look good. I would have really liked to have made it a little further, but the thing died quickly, so that's beautiful. The Aurora. Yeah, I think we're going to... I don't trust this, especially with as light as she is right now for clothing. Okay, cool. Which means we can harvest that thing. Where is a good spot to put a fire? Can I put my bedroll down right there? Can I put a fire on that rock? Yes, I can. That'd be cool. And again, we're going to just continue. Try to light it with a stick if you can. I'm going to save that book for emergencies. Of course, I'm trying to take a drink of coffee, and it does that. Light a fire. I got plenty of cattails. Might as well lay that little rabbit out and get him curing now. I knew it.
Perfect.
I knew it. There it is. Do that. Make some water. Put this torch out. Oh, hey, I didn't boil all that water. Beautiful. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a full gallon on you, and we're going to do a full on this one. Do that. You. Go ahead and just peel him. And bloop, bloop. Cool. Once that's boiled, cool. Thank you. Really? Well, here, have some water. Take the short one first, since it's going to be a pain in the butt. Have some lunch. Okay, cool. So we can do this, and then we'll go ahead and peel this. Sure. Not really worried about which hacksaw we're going to play with at this point. I probably should just rip one of them up, but we'll see. So that should have been 7 more minutes. This can now get dropped on the ground, and we'll put that right here. You are almost done. Eat it. That's our dinner for the evening. Wonderful. Starting to get our cooking skills. Do we have any... Well, I think the next thing is going to be an hour, 40 minutes. Just peel that off. And we're going to have to start making fires. We're going to have to start making fires that burn a long time, because the way you get charcoal is you make fires that burn a long time. And we're going to have to start doing that. Oh my goodness. Wow. 3.5 pounds of stuff. So those are going to sit right here. I may or may not come back for them. It just depends on what we do up here. Because we're going to run out of this cave. I may never come back. So let's see. Boiled. Let's do the functionality. It has an hour. Oh, 3 minutes until boiled. Okay, cool. How much water do we have right now? 77. Cool. Just go ahead and make one more bit of water. No, water. All of it. We can drink water. And then we're going to go ahead and craft all of those. Or an hour's, 2 hours worth of those. Go. Cool. Nice. 27 minutes. Add a stick or 2. Just make sure we can get there. How are we on torches? This one can get erased. $27. Where's your can? Make one more tea. Pick it up. Finish it. Take torch. Looks like the sun's getting ready to come up, or maybe we have an aurora coming back out, and then we'll let that burn out. We're going to take a good drink here and then sleep for, I am going to say, about 6 hours. All right. Pick it up. Pick it up. You're fine. Take your charcoal. How much charcoal do we have now? Actually, what we can do to start, so that we can start, is I want to go ahead right off. Course. Can't map conditions because it is terrible. All right. Well, thank you very much. And as always, with the way the long dark works, we are now going to pass time until that goes away, which, thank goodness, we have a little bit of food to tide us over through it. So I'm just going to go ahead and sleep some more hours. Maybe it quit. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go check. All right, cool. We're going to move forward without any warmth bonus. I know I've got all that stuff. I'm not going to burn another match right now until we get over there. So let's catch up a couple of stuff here. We don't have any of these. And in reality, if we're really lucky, we might get a pair of gloves over here. I know for a fact I'm going to get some good stuff. So go ahead and pick up our goodies and hope the little wolf is not where he needs to be or where he is. I really probably should just... I'm not in any hurry. I know it's kind of indecisive of me, back and forth and back and forth. I'm not in a hurry. This is going to take probably 200 to 300 days. I'm not in a hurry. Don't do that. If you're going to pass time, pass it on this. Just give it an hour, warm back up. Day is almost over again. Let's go see if we can get some more goodies. Okay. That's much better. Now we're going to go up on that shelf first. And then we're going to go down into where we should end up having some pretty good stuff. So go ahead and give it a run. We can run it out. No big deal. You have time now. I love these early days when you don't have a lot of clothing that slows your run speed down and you get that full stamina meter bar. You can run for hours, it feels like.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, you will be fine. If we're lucky, we may be able to find some food here fairly soon. Well, I know there's food. I'm hoping it's still good. So, where is Wolf? He must have despawned in that. So, whatever. No big deal. I would like to... I don't think I can do it in this one either. It looks to be a little... Where did that tree come from? Maybe I just don't remember. Nothing. Beautiful. Love it. Whoop. Nope. Nope. Don't run backwards. Pick the rose hips. We're going to drink it all anyway. Nothing today. Okay, sometimes there's a briefcase here. Sometimes there is a couple of maple saplings here as well, and as well as a deer corpse. So let's go on to the signal fire, and then we can get things over for today. Do the little goat down the back over here. Not a very bad goat. It's pretty simple, easy. Just don't hurt yourself going down. This is why I like this one over the other one, is that you don't have to do any kind of fancy goating to get to it when you're this early, if you don't have the tools. Because they put in a barrier right there so that you can't walk through that area, which means you can get to the fire, you can't get back. Sometimes what I'll do actually is I'll go grab that rope and I'll put it up over here. But I think today we'll just not worry about it. But you can just kind of, you know, do that, and now you're in it. No big deal. So there are a couple of rabbits here. If we need to have something to eat, we can. I don't think this is a named location. No. Cool. Thank you. Wonderful. Give me all of your coal. We're going to need all of the coal that we can possibly do. Cool. Alrighty. Well, jeez, while you're back here. While you're back here. We need to kind of go get some food. So just give a run on. There's the two little rabbits. Mysterious signal fire. New location discovered. Mysterious signal fire. Hello. Let's pick up all the goodness that's here. There is our heavy hammer. We now have a weapon. We have a whetstone, and the magic is in the bag. Thank you. And it's decent even. Awesome. Decent even, meaning that it's not terribly rotten yet. And we're going to have some firewood here. That's amazing once again. And there's going to be a snow shelter, a dead guy over here with several feathers, and the thing that he has, thank you very much. I can now make some gloves if I want to rip up something. We don't have any clothes to rip up yet, but we'll get there. Pick all the reishis. Pick up all the sticks. Give me this stuff. Thank you. And big chunk of gamey moose meat. Thank you very much. Awesome. Cool. Let's jump into the snow shelter. Use it, please. Thank you very much. And I should, since we're in here, be able to do this. Now, that should have gotten us our first name location, and generally what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do those kinds of things. Notice how much it opened up because we're clear up on top of this little area. So we're going to kind of play around with this mess a little bit, and we'll get more into depth of how we're doing the cartographer run, but I think for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to take a nap in this real quick, and we're going to call it use, please. Take a nap for an hour, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are looking forward to this because I sure am too. Come on, game. Save. I guess we'll see you guys all where we're going to continue to explore Hush River and get as much of it mapped as we can before we leave. This is going to be a really weird interloper run because we started here. We're going to try to map the entire zone before we leave. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.